Controversial day because there has been a great deal of resistance from those who contribute to OTT platforms, content creators, that there can't be censorship of this nature. At the end of the day, there has to be some freedom given to artists, and this is a debate that has been an ongoing one, isn't it?
Well, yes, absolutely. That is something that's entirely his opinion, something which also he is entitled to, because he is a little old school, at least evidently, and in what his approach and the kind of reply that he gave seems to indicate. He is somebody who wants to stick to the traditional methods, and he's from the traditional old school style of filmmaking that still believes that it should get a release on TV and before that on the 70mm screen inside a theatre. Clearly, with the way OTT platforms are headed and the kind and style of movie making, with the kind of script, the language, the storytelling and several other parts of it that are being explained through OTT mediums, that is something he strongly doesn't believe in, because there is a lot of nudity, there is a lot of swearing and cuss words that are being used, adulterated language, and several filmmakers who have forayed into the OTT space also somewhere firmly and strongly believe in the fact that some liberty as far as filmmaking is concerned must be given, because it's sort of using a particular cuss word or showing a true side of a particular place that they are shooting in order to depict the culture. It will not give a true and a real reflection and show the truest essence if it is done with a traditional approach. That is something which the OTT filmmakers don't seem to believe, and that's where Salman Khan's comment really comes in as a bone of contention, who says that I am firmly against the OTT style, and which is why he raised an objection when he was interacting.
Dave, be with us. I'll just come back to you once again from now. Dipali also continues to be with us. Dipali, what sort of reactions are coming in, or what do you expect those who are in fact constantly creating work on the OTT platform to respond to what Salman Khan has said now about, and really mincing no words there, about censorship?
Sneha, so Salman Khan spoke about OTT censorship at a press conference for Filmfare. He's been hosting that award function. The award ceremony is in April. So there was just a press conference in Mumbai where he was asked about it, and he gave his response. He said what he firmly believes in. He has been doing family entertainers from the very beginning, and there are no films of Salman Khan where one cannot go in theatres and watch it without their families. So like Dave has pointed out, that he believes in old school content, so that's what he has strongly come out and supported OTT censorship. Sneha.
Dave, in fact, very interestingly, Minister Anurag Thakur also has spoken about the fact that in the name of creativity, OTT platforms should not propagate vulgarity. I'm just wondering about the direction in which all of this is headed, given that the word has also come in from the government about what they think about the content on OTT platforms.
Well, yes, absolutely. This is a very important comment coming in from Anurag Thakur. But also what we need here as an intervening body is the CBFC, the Central Board of Film Certification, who needs to step in and clarify its stand. But had the OTT films or the web series that are being made, had there been the slightest of objection to it, the CBFC wouldn't have even allowed its release. So it undergoes a series of cuts and drafts and redrafts. So definitely at this point in time, the CBFC needs to step in more than ever in order to clear the air. But there have been some people who might also have other vested interests and agendas, which is why they don't really like OTT platforms, feeling and thinking of it as some sort of competition to their movies and the kind of production work that they are engaging in, which is why some of them also might be deadpan against OTT platforms and the kind of competition that it continues to provide. But like I mentioned, that the film certification body also needs to clarify its stand, as it is in charge of issuing a certificate, whether universally acceptable or whether adulterating. It needs to issue and clarify. So until and
Okay.
unless there are several runs that are conducted and the CBFC members are also not happy with it, they don't really grant the certificate, which is why they need to sort of step in and start reviewing films and the kind of content that is put out on OTT platforms.